Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. Don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First carry for James Conner. And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've conked it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
On 4th down, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
He's got the first down and more than that.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. That's complete, right around the 8. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. The Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
He's got the first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Murray a give. This is counter. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first and 10 is Connor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They run behind center with Connor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Rams 3. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the Rams at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That'll be caught by Cup. Room here to run. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. It is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's more. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Murray to air it out again. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And then he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Stafford.
Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 20.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down at Stanford. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Murray keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. On 4th down, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right, and he'll work down inside the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and
2 yards on the pickup.
8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. And some room to work. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. His guys will take a 10-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. Murray. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it?
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. Both offenses have some